Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
This is a bunch of bullshit.
You darn right, this podcast is a bunch of bullshit. Hello and welcome back to the Tiddy and Shiner Show, Season 3, Episode 3. My name is Big Tiddy, and 420 is around the corner.
And your girl keeps grabbing my beard. She can't get enough of me. My name's Shiner.
How are you? How is that beard pretty nasty?
Mine's well maintained, brother. I mean, mine's very well maintained.
They say that beards have more bacteria than dog fur.
I want to know where they did this study. That's going to tell us a lot.
Yeah, I don't know who they are, but they also say a person's bite is a lot dirtier than a dog bite. Yet every time I get bitten by a dog, I have to go get shots.
But when was the last time you were bitten by a person? You don't know. You might have to go get shots.
I don't know. It was when they were all about 2 years old.
Somewhere in that time frame.
Yeah, and every kid that I have is chomped on my arm at about 2.
Oh, were your kids biters?
No, but when they're cutting teeth.
Yeah,
they
latch on to you, trying to
start numbing onto you. Even the babies at like 6 months, they'll be like gnawing at your fingers, and I mean, think about that. You let your baby gnaw at your fingers, and no offense to anybody who has to have dentures and takes them out. But can you imagine just sitting on the couch watching a movie next to your girlfriend? She's got her dentures out and she's gnawing on your pinky. Yeah, me neither.
I was going to say, I've never went down that road and thought that.
Yeah, me neither. But you'll let your 6-month-old do it all day long because it's cute. So I don't know. Now, here's another thing. If you want to do family photos and your kid's like 6 months old, could you not? Is there no company that makes like tiny dentures for little kids? Would that not be hilarious to see a kid smile and have just like a full grill?
Full grill. I mean, a full grill, just rocking it. Have you seen the pictures of the people that draw eyebrows on their kids?
No.
Oh, dude, they'll put like cartoonish eyebrows. They like make them really art, so the kid looks scared. All kinds of, or mad. They have them all frowned because he looks all mad. Man, they're funny pictures if you ever find them. Donnie needs to find a couple of those and send them to us.
I must try and find that. And welcome back, Donnie, by the way. We missed you last week.
What's up, buddy?
Wave, wave, wave. He's just waving. We don't give him a microphone in the control booth. He talks all the effing time.
Well, and it's usually cussing you and I.
Yeah,
so
he won't shut up. So, no, you don't get a microphone. Yes, you have to control all that crap. And if you sneak a microphone back there, then
we're going to have issues, man.
Yeah, I guess you do sneak one back there, but we will have issues at some point. But are you okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Middle finger up. Okay. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, you're good.
He's good
right
to go.
on par for the course there, bud.
I tell you what, heartbreaking this week. A friend of mine and I were working in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, and went to lunch. They have a little Chinese restaurant up there that actually it's a buffet and it's got pretty good food, but their sushi is actually really good for buffet sushi. And so we were partaking of the sushi and look up at the TV and
partaking of the sushi. Where did you come up with that one?
You know what? I got to make everything sound cool. I'm 52 years old and nothing sounds cool anymore. But when I say
partaking of
we're gonna and come Saturday, trust me. We're going to partake of the sandwich Saturday. So, yeah, partaking of the sushi, man. And we look up at the TV, and it's just heartbreaking because the damn Notre Dame Cathedral is on fire. And just happened to look up at the time that spire came down. And I was like, oh, my God, Shiner's mom's going to have a cow.
It's like I told you, man, I haven't talked to my mother since that happened. I don't know what her feelings are on it. My family as a whole now has left the Catholic Church, but yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, there was a lot of Catholics, well, not just Catholics, man. There's a lot of people who are heartbroken to watch that fire burn, and I don't blame them, man. That's an iconic, very iconic building.
Yeah, and in Catholic Church is known as the richest church on the planet. And I'd say rightly so, because it's a huge religion. Lots and lots and lots and lots of tithing comes into that church, and they have some of the world's most some of the best known treasures.
Oh God,
priceless.
there's some artifacts in there. Yeah,
in this place, this joint was 850 years old. 850 years old, and all it takes is a fire. And they were actually doing some construction work to it at the time, doing some like $6.5 million resurfacing the roof or something. I don't know what it was. Don't get me lying, but anyways, yeah, it caught fire, and of course you hear straight out of the United States, it's probably the Republicans' fault. Those Republicans catch it on fire, and they divert all this stuff off of them. Man, I tell you what. Sometimes, well,
nobody ever saw it coming. If that's what happened,
no, that's for sure.
Nobody ever saw it coming.
That's for dang sure. And for those involved, if somebody screwed up and flicked a lit cigarette on the roof and it caught fire, God will forgive you. There's a whole lot of people on the planet that won't, but God will forgive you.
I was going to say, that's about the only person that will.
Yeah. But man, there's been a lot of billionaires across the world that have stepped up and donated a crap ton of money for the restoration, and I think it's pretty cool. I think it's real cool. Trump had a really good thing that he said right during that when we were watching the TV. Trump tweets, why don't they get some of the fire suppression aircraft and just dump some water on it?
Thinking outside the box.
Well, yeah, and he's right.
Wonder.
Because if you've never seen that place up close, it is huge, and yeah, you can't just pull a ladder truck up next to it and be like, okay, I'm gonna get this fire. No, it's really freaking high off the ground. So an aircraft would have been a great choice. Maybe. I don't know.
Interesting. I wonder why they didn't.
Yeah. Do they not have forest fires in France?
I was going to say, it wasn't a time issue because that thing burned for how long? 9 hours or something like that?
Yeah, but if the closest plane's 5 hours away, then okay, I get it. And I'm sure they don't just have fire suppression aircraft that are at the airport there.
They're in England. It's not like, surely you can fly across England in you can drive across England in 5 hours.
Yeah, I've taken the train, and it takes about that long.
So it couldn't have been a time issue thing. I don't know. That's interesting, huh?
Yeah,
the listener knows. Let us know. That'd be cool.
Yeah, well, and the sad part is, no matter how much pot you smoke, you can't slow that down. You can slow everything else down, but not that.
No, that's the rumor on the street, at least.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's been an interesting week. We've had another week of not having a great deal of stuff to talk about. Now, over the weekend, it kind of started getting some little pungents here and there. And then the last couple of days, it's been pretty good. But, man, last week, I got to be honest, it was great to do the Do Epic Shit Show. But we did Epic Shit Show because there wasn't much epic else to talk about. But it's a show that needed to be said.
Episode last week.
Yeah, that episode last week, we've actually been getting some feedback on that, haven't we?
I was going to say, man, thanks for all the people that have reached out to us and told us they liked listening to us gab about that deal. And anytime we can do something and it touch anybody in any way, I think it's cool. But especially if it's in some kind of positive way and we're helping promote somebody capturing some goals they have.
Well, and for us, I'm already satisfied. The one person's come through and said, "Hey, man, that was totally awesome, and I like how you guys do this and positivity and whatnot. And hey, I'm going to take my sauce business and make something of it." So yeah,
man, props to
Creeker Sauce, man.
Yeah, Creeker Sauce, man, coming to you from a Big Country himself.
Was it Big Country 75?
Big Country 75 is his username on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys get a chance, jump on Instagram, Big Country 7075, and I think it's KUNTRY.
Yeah, KUNTRY.
Yeah.
Big Country 75. You find that guy, you're gonna find Creeker sauce, and he's gonna change your barbecue game. I'll give you that.
Yeah, he'll change your life. And Shine and I were getting ready to have our lives changed this weekend. We're gonna take we have a full venison ham that we were gonna throw on a smoker and use some of that barbecue sauce on. However, as things go, business calls and 420 Eats will be out and about doing some filming in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So if any of you are interested in being in a 420 Eats shoot and you happen to be from Tulsa, Oklahoma, we will be at Fat Phillies this Saturday, starting at about 3 o'clock p.m. And we'll be there around 3. We'll leave for a while. We'll come back later on when the late night rush happens so we can get the full effect. And we want everybody to actually get the full effect, because let's face it, 3 o'clock in the afternoon craving for a Philly is one thing. A 2:30 in the morning high craving for a Philly and having
it's a whole nother beast.
Having some whiskey in your system is a whole different story. So, and we're storytellers. I mean, that's what we do on the podcast. That's what we do on the show. That's what we're here for. So we're going to tell that story, and it'll be amazing. And you guys are going to get introduced to one of the best Philly sandwiches southwest of Philadelphia, for sure. I've eaten there many times. I know Shiner's eaten there as well. And it's a messy, almost wants to fall apart just before it hits your mouth sandwich that is full of beef and goodness and peppers and onions and cheese and good God, it is amazing. So
I want to send Donnie out for a couple of them right now.
Yeah, I know. But if Donnie had a T-shirt on that said "I'm not wearing my effing Grubhub shirt," then he would have a shirt that says that. So, he's not a Grubhub, that's for sure. But he is handsome with the mullet cut off. Although I do miss the mullet, and I think we're gonna
talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna do some mullet dreads. We're gonna buy some mullet dreads, and maybe you can wear mullet dreads.
That would be cool, though, man. If you guys, like Tiddy said, if you guys are around Tulsa even on Saturday, come on down there, man. Hang out with us. It'll be a good time. I mean, Tiddy and I can have fun in a mud hole, much less when we're doing something we enjoy. So,
yeah, then we're going to be over at the Shrine Auditorium and going to take part in the 420 celebration there. A little concert going on. Got some friends of ours. We have friends that play in just about every damn band there is in Tulsa. But so, yeah, when we say we have friends playing, we have lots of friends that are actually playing music there. And if you guys are around Tulsa and you're interested, $10 to get in. Steve Murdoch, our buddy Steve, is promoting this, and I think there's going to be 5 bands on the bill. $10. That's $2 a band, about 25 cents a song. I mean, come on, people, you can't beat that.
Money well spent.
Beer's cold. The ambiance is good. The people are great. I love Tulsa. As dangerous as the media sometimes makes Tulsa out to be, I love Tulsa. It's home, even though I don't live there. I'm an hour away, but I call Tulsa home. You know what I mean?
Well, I think Tulsa's a good city overall still. I mean, it's a lot different than it was back in the day, but I mean, where can you go that's not? I mean, not too many places anymore.
There's some definite crime that goes on there. Lots of, the murders per capita is up there, but as long as you stay out of certain areas of Tulsa, your likelihood of becoming dead goes down dramatically.
How did we get onto this? How the hell did we end up here?
That's because we're high. We're high.
Dang, wait, I missed a left turn or something, man.
Well, you drive towards Fat Phillies, right, which is on Peoria. Well, if you keep going, about another 5.5 miles, now you're in the get dead zone.
Well, that's okay. Now I see how we ended up there.
Right. But if you turn around and go the other way and you drive about 5.5 miles the other way, you're in another get dead zone.